Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the English news of Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper. I'm with you with the latest news for today. Binh Phuoc facilitates electrical projects. Charity program supports over 500 needy children. Party General Secretary holds talks with Russian President. Exploring Hanoi old quarters, communal houses. Binh Phuoc will promptly address difficulties and obstacles, create favorable conditions for the electricity sector to accelerate the progress of construction projects. The Provincial Party Committee Secretary Nguyễn Mạnh Cường made a remark during a meeting on electricity supply and the construction of power grid projects by the Southern Power Corporation in Binh Phuoc Province.
A report from the Southern Power Corporation at the meeting showed that in the first 5 months of this year, Binh Phuoc's peak electricity capacity reached nearly 615 megawatts, an increase of 15.3%. It is estimated that for the whole year, the figure will increase by 16.4% and is expected to continue to rise in 2025. Regarding the investments in power grid construction, in 2024 and 2025, the corporation is implementing 110 kilovolt power grid projects with a total investment of 2.07 trillion Vietnam dong, with 7 projects expected to join the grid in 2024. However, due to numerous difficulties and obstacles in compensation and site clearance, the projects are currently behind schedule. Speaking at the meeting with Lê Văn Chang, chairman of the Southern Power Corporation, Cường stressed the importance of the power grid system for the socio-economic development and investment attraction of Binh Phuoc. Given the urgent need for construction investment and the increasing demand for electricity, he urged relevant sectors and localities to continue reviewing and addressing difficulties and obstacles related to planning and site clearance, creating conditions for the electricity sector to accelerate the implementation of projects.
The National Steering Committee for the 2024 High School Graduation Exam under the Ministry of Education and Training held a nationwide online conference on exam preparation. 31 members of the Binh Phuoc Exam Steering Committee participated in the event.
The conference focused on discussing key aspects of the exam preparation and listened to reports from relevant units and provinces on organizing the 2024 high school graduation exam. Representatives from the National Steering Committee also addressed and resolved some issues and difficulties faced by the provincial steering committees, including exam question security, preventing cheating, traffic safety for students, and ensuring the stability of the national power system. Deputy Minister of Education and Training Phạm Ngọc Thượng, who is also the head of the National Steering Committee for the 2024 high school graduation exam, emphasized that the provincial steering committees are fully responsible for directing the organization of the 2024 high school graduation exam in their respective localities. The 2024 high school graduation exam will take place from June 26 to 29, with more than 1.07 million registered candidates, an increase of more than 47,000 candidates compared to 2023. There will be over 2,300 exam locations, an increase of 51 locations from 2023, and more than 45,000 exam rooms nationwide.
The Godmother program is one of the humanitarian initiatives launched by the Vietnam Women's Union. The program's purpose and significance have attracted widespread participation from organizations, individuals, and philanthropists, both in and outside Binh Phuoc Province.
In Binh Phuoc Province, there are currently 2,565 disadvantaged children, including 328 orphans. Understanding the losses these children have experienced, since 2023, women's unions at all levels in the province have mobilized organizations, individuals, and benefactors to support 190 children with a total funding of 700 million Vietnam dong. The province continues to support 500 orphan children in difficult circumstances, providing them with regular assistance totaling over 2.5 billion Vietnam dong. In addition to providing direct support, the women's unions have also organized regular health checkups, distributed gifts, awarded scholarships, and provided learning tools worth 410 million Vietnam dong. This program serves as a pillar of support for many disadvantaged children, helping them overcome difficulties and stride confidently into the future.
Party General Secretary Binh Phuoc held talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Hanoi on June 20th during the latter's state visit to Vietnam.
Welcoming the Russian leader, General Secretary Trong affirmed that Vietnam always values the traditional relationship and comprehensive strategic partnership with Russia, considering it a top priority in the country's foreign policy. The party chief briefed the guest on the situation in Vietnam and the country's foreign policy. Vietnam hopes that President Putin and the Russian Federation will continue to pay attention and strongly support the maintenance of peace, stability, security, safety, freedom of navigation and aviation, legitimate rights and interests of Vietnam. Regarding the Ukraine issue, the host leader emphasized that Vietnam wishes to see the end of hostilities, and there will be dialogues and negotiations soon instead, so a peaceful solution could be reached, based on the international law that ensures the legitimate interests of relevant parties. Vietnam is ready to actively contribute to promoting dialogue and negotiations in that direction, he noted. For his part, President Putin expressed his joy at the great achievements that Vietnam has achieved in the reform process. He affirmed that Russia always values its relationship with Vietnam. President Putin briefed the host leader about the situation in Russia and the country's foreign policy as well as its views on the Ukraine issue. During the talks, the two leaders also exchanged opinions and agreed on major directions and measures to create momentum to promote bilateral cooperation in all fields. On the same day, President To Lam and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin held talks in Hanoi. The two leaders expressed their satisfaction about the good development of the relations between the two countries over the time, stressing the importance the two sides attach to the traditional friendship ties. They agreed to enhance political dialogues and exchanges at all levels, especially high-level and top-level, through the party, state, and National Assembly channels. To further mutual understanding and friendship, they agreed to enhance collaboration between the nation's twinned localities, increase youth exchanges, and expand aviation cooperation to promote tourism, among others. The two leaders expressed their viewpoints on global and regional issues of shared concern, saying that they supported the establishment of a democratic, fair international relations system based on international law and the United Nations Charter, especially not using force or threatening to use force, non-interference in internal affairs, and peaceful settlement of disputes. Finally, the two presidents witnessed the exchange of several bilateral cooperation documents in various fields, including education training, transport, justice, customs, finance, and science technology.
Vietnam's exports expanded about 30.8% year-on-year in the first half of this year, and imports rose 18.4%, the Ministry of Industry and Joint Planning and Finance Department said.
Exports strongly bounced back in the 6-month period to reach some $189 billion, mainly driven by processing and manufacturing with $160 billion. The total export-import value hit $370 billion, a year-on-year rise of 16%, with a trade surplus of $8.4 billion. The agency, however, pointed to uneven recovery in industrial production, along with difficulties in energy production and supply, especially electricity and oil and gas, due to price fluctuation in both domestic and international markets. The Ministry of Industry and Trade will propose the government issue more tax incentives in support of production and business. It will also continue cooperation with FDI firms, big enterprises, and international organizations to enhance connectivity with domestic businesses, raise capacity for Vietnamese suppliers, and help those operating in support industries join the global value chain.
Renowned for its 36 vibrant streets filled with vendors, Hanoi Old Quarter is a cherished destination for international visitors. A captivating walking tour to discover the communal houses of Hanoi Old Quarter is attracting visitors to the capital city.
Renowned for its 36 vibrant streets filled with vendors, Hanoi Old Quarter is a cherished destination for international visitors. These communal houses, along with other heritage sites rich in traditional cultural, architectural, and religious significance, stand out as compelling tourist attractions. Exploring the communal houses in Hanoi Old Quarter is a highlight of walking tours. Artists skillfully arrange these spaces to capture their historical narratives. 7 communal houses are featured in these tours, contributing to the promotion of the capital's cultural sector and enhancing the cultural and spiritual life of Hanoians.
And that's it for this edition of BPTV News. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.